I'm here suing my brother for $450 I let him borrow in January. This is money that I received with my tax return, and he promised to pay me back by February or March with his tax return as well. And he never paid me back.
So your brother came to you and said that I need money for my rent.
Yes.
And he knew that you had gotten your income tax return?
Yeah, he did.
All right.
Yeah.
And so you said, sure, I'll do it, but you have to pay me back when?
I told him, he said he promised me he was going to pay me back with his tax return.
All right. When was he set to get that?
He was going to get it by February or March.
So
I know he received it in March, but I just don't know when exactly or how much he got.
All right. Okay. Isaac, is that true?
Yeah, well, yes and no.
All right. Tell me the yes and no part.
Well, yes, I did ask my sister for $450 to pay my rent. But no, I don't feel like I owe her the money.
Why?
Well, because pretty much all my life, I've just been looking out for myself, and I need to, well, no one else takes care of me, so I need to take care of myself.
All right. Yes?
He's all into his VIP status. He likes to go out a lot. He spends all his check on parties.
Why did you loan him the money if you knew he was like this?
Well, he's my brother, and I just feel like I have, like, not an obligation, but like not responsibility, I guess.
Why do you have a responsibility?
I also feel that one day he's going to pay me back. I just feel that he's going to, when he promises me, I believe him.
Oh, at the time?
At the time.
Yes, but now it's going on too long and you need your money.
Yes, because I have a child myself and I'm not working at the time. He has a job. Why should he ask me for money, right? I should be the one asking him for money. I just feel he takes a lot of advantage of me.
You think so?
Yes.
Why? Because you're a pushover?
Well, just basically he always asks me for money and I'm always there for him.
Okay.
And
it's amazing that you would say that when he just said, I'm all alone and I have to look out for myself.
No, he's
Did
not
you hear?
alone.
Is that what you said?
Yes, I'm pretty much alone, Judge Penny. Basically, I've been, since I was 12, my mom and along with my family, my sister and my stepdad, I got sent to a private school down to Mexico. And I was very close to my family. I've always
Well,
felt...
wait, let's hold on a minute. Your mother and your father?
Well, my father passed away when I was 1 year old.
Okay.
So I didn't have a dad figure in my life. So all my life, my sister and my mother were like everything for me. They meant the whole world to me, okay? So when I was 12 years old, they sent me, well, supposedly we're gonna go to a family trip down to Mexico. And all of the bags were packed up and everything. And our way over there, everything was too quiet. So I knew something was wrong.
Well, was your mother remarried then?
Yes, my mom was remarried to my stepdad now. Okay.
Why do you think she did that?
I can say that it was pretty much my stepdad. She wanted to spend time with him. I don't know. I have graduated 6th grade. Every 6th grader's dream is to go to 7th grade, and my junior high was right across my elementary school. I graduated. I was not a bad kid till I got sent to that private school. I got sent to that private school. I don't know why, to be honest with you, but ever since I got dropped in that private school, I feel like all the connections towards me, to my family, have changed ever since. I felt like if they pull something out of my heart, to be honest with you, and I've never felt that connection ever since with my parent or my sister. And I kind of feel guilty. Well, not guilty, but I kind of blame them for taking me over there, not letting me know anything, and they just left me there. So I was there for approximately like 6 months.
All right.
6 months.
What made them finally come and get you?
Well, they actually called my mom because that's how bad I was. I just I started rebuilding myself to where I'm at now, you know. So all I do now, all I know that's good for me and what I do the most that it's good, it's I just like to party. I like to party, I like to pamper myself, I like to buy things for myself. So anything that I can do to get money for myself to party, that's what I do.
Were you around? Because you're older, right?
Yes.
You're, what, 5 years older?
Yes. I just never saw it that way. Like, when we went to go take him to this private school, to my understanding, was because he was very rebellious and he would always talk back to my stepfather.
But why didn't they tell me? Why didn't anybody tell me anything when sending me over there?
Do you remember that day when you all were in the car?
Yes.
And you drove him to Mexico?
I knew we were going to go drop him off, and I assumed he knew, too, that we were going to drop him off.
When did you realize he didn't know?
When we were there already at the school.
Right. Did he show it?
Well, he was very sad when we were there.
Well, you could see he's saying that this has had an impact on him. Do you think that it has?
I didn't know it really impacted him that. I mean, I thought...
Well, now that we're in court, because
Yes.
something happens when you come to this court, in that we're here for the money issues, but what I try to create is enough of an environment where if you never had a chance for somebody to talk to you and listen, I hope, Isaac, you know that I care. If you don't know anything else, know that. Now, we're still going to get to the legal issue if there was an oral agreement and you said she loaned you the money, did you promise? And then I want to get back to the boarding school thing. When you went to her, let's take it back for just a minute. This year in January, you knew she had her income tax check.
Yes.
And you went to her, right?
Yes.
And you asked her, you okay?
Yes.
All right. You went to her and you asked her to borrow money because you knew she had that money
Exactly.
for your rent.
Yes.
And you got the money and you told her, did you tell me what you told her?
I told her, I called her up and I told her if there was any way that she can let me borrow the $450 for my rent because I have wasted my money. Well, I didn't tell her that I wasted my money, but the real story is that I did waste my money. I got paid on a Friday. That Friday I went partying and I wasted all my money that Friday. So come Sunday, I knew that she had her income tax that she had received because she was happy telling us that she had got a big sum of money. So I didn't hesitate to call her first because usually I would call my mom first, but I called her.
Hold it. Number one rule, when you get a big sum of money, don't tell anybody. Go back. Especially family members. Take it from the judge. I know about that. They're waiting to spend it before you can spend it.
Every time I call them to tell them to let me borrow money, I always have to make up an excuse or a story, or, I always break my head trying to figure out what to tell them,
I always wonder what happens in the mind of the person who comes to borrow the money from you. So you spend a lot of time figuring out the best strategy to get that money in your hands.
Exactly.
Is that what happened?
Yes. I called her and I told her that, I don't remember what the story was because it was so long ago.
I never remember it.
And I told her to let me borrow the money and that I would pay her back my next paycheck. And, well, she did let me borrow the money. I paid my rent and the next paycheck came and I didn't pay her.
So what was going on in your mind?
Well, I
honest.
always get what I want from my sister and my mom, pretty much. So I don't feel like I have to pay them back.
Do you ever feel bad for taking money from them?
No, actually, I don't. I don't feel bad.
You should. I have a daughter. I have to, I'm on my own. I'm a single parent.
I know, but I just look at it this way. Like, it was so long. It was such a long time ago.
It was only a few months ago. It wasn't that long ago. It's long ago to you because you don't want to have to pay it back.
He's all into his own little world, though. Like, he's all into partying. He wastes all his paycheck on just partying.
Well, Veronica, you know what's going on.
Yeah, he's all into his own little world.
Well, it's deeper than that. He just said that family was everything to him. And at 13 years old, you're looking forward to going to 7th grade. You knew this happened, and I don't know if you've been doing things out of guilt for him. You don't think so?
No, I do it because I love him. He's my brother, but he does take advantage of that. And
But I want you to hear why, though. Do you know what I'm saying? The
I
reason
think
for
it is. It's more like a guilt that they have, because every time I ask for something, they never deny it. And when she denies it, then my mom will give it to me, So I take advantage of that pretty much, I know how to manipulate them. But that's where it comes from, like how you say, I was 13 when I got put away into that private school. I wasn't bad. I wasn't a bad kid, I finished 6th grade like any other 6th grader and looking forward to going to junior high. When I got sent there, it was like, I just felt like something was attached from my heart. Like if I was like betrayed. And ever since then, all the 6 months that I was there, I started building myself up to this person that I am now. So all I know what to do now is, for my comfort, is partying, just having a good time, looking good. That's the only thing that I know how to do. I'm having fun and having a good time, and I'll do anything that I can to have that.
Well, you know what's happening, though, right, sweetie? All that's on the outside of you. Because you're still hurting, really a whole lot. I see you're very articulate and you're happy-go-lucky. But I can feel it when I look in your eyes. I know that you are hurting. And rather than see the 24-year-old Isaac, I'm feeling that 13-year-old boy. And I feel it right here. You've said I wasn't a bad kid. I was just like anybody else. But somehow you took on believing you were a bad kid. Do you think?
Yes, that's what happened.
I think so. Have you confronted your mother about it and say, Mom, why did you send me away?
It's very hard for me to touch that subject with my mom because I just get a knot in my throat.
But do you think, though, maybe all this stuff with the money is your way of getting back?
I want to say yes. I want to say yes because that's like, they never say no to me, So in a way I take advantage of that because I think that they feel guilty,
You
and
think
my mom
they
even
owe you
said,
this?
Yeah, they sent a lot more, yeah.
When you came back home after being there 6 months at the boarding school, what happened? How was the relationship?
It was not there anymore. I felt like if I didn't belong to that family, I felt like a stranger.
You're 24, right?
Yes.
You know you're still trapped back there in Mexico because you won't allow yourself to love, truly. You're saying you love, but you're not allowing yourself because you were betrayed.
I just feel like I can't get those moments that I was away, and ever since I was 13 till I'm now, like I feel like it was, like you say, I'm living a life that it's not me, you know? That's how I feel.
You did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. And it wasn't fair, and it wasn't right. And so now you're creating an environment where you're living outside of your life. And it's not too late to get the love back. You think it's too late. You think?
I think so.
Oh, no, it's not too late.
No.
No, sweetheart, it's not too late.
He knows we all love him to death. Like everybody in our whole family, cousins, uncles, they always say he's the favorite nephew. He knows
Veronica,
he's
you know
loved.
those words are like a piece of wood to him. Am I making that up?
No.
This is just like this. It can't come through his heart because he's built up a wall. Now, I have a place where grown, like children come. But you're going to come over here right now. And you're not no child, but I want to talk to you for a minute. All are born to be something and to do something. And you're partying and trying to wear good clothes and be that kind of way. That's not who you really are. Because what's going to happen is you're going to convince yourself that something's wrong with you that you can't feel anymore. And believe it or not, as hard as it is for you to have to feel, you got to feel. You got to go back and you got to hurt about this. You're going to have to go and open your heart up. You won't let anybody hurt you again. Do you want to be released from this?
Yes, I do.
And what you have to do is want it. Don't let this take away your life from you. All that partying, you know, you're 24, you're supposed to party a little bit. But spending up all your money in one night, you know you're not supposed to do that. Right?
Yeah, correct.
And I want you to heal your heart. Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you go back? I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but we're going to look back on this years from now when you finally get to that point in your life where, Judge, you were right. What do you think, Isaac, about what I said to you?
I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to try to feel again, to love my family.
Veronica, I think he might need a hug. Isaac, do you think you're going to be better about it? You want to say anything to her about the whole issue of you getting the money and everything?
I just want to tell her that I love her, and that I'm just thankful that I got the sister that I have, and that I will pay her back.
Yeah, you're going to pay her back because I'm about to make you pay her back. So I'm glad we all on one accord about that. I do find, indeed, that there was an oral agreement. The agreement was within the time for the statute of limitations. I believe he came to you and borrowed the $450. You're entitled to that money back. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $450. But I believe that in the long run, Isaac, you're the one who won, sweetheart. Because this is the beginning of the rest of your life if you take it. And you just have to choose happiness. Yes, my dear?
He won a lot more today.
I think so. Find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $450. Good luck to you. Court is adjourned.
I really wish we could get some intel on what was really going on in that family. But what I noticed, he did mention his new stepdad. When the new man shows up on the horizon, children become in the way of the new relationship, of new feelings, and some mothers get to forget about their duties as mothers and think they're these 20-year-olds again in love, and kids are no longer in the picture. If that's what was happening, it hurts. To be dropped off like this at the age of 12 with no explanation whatsoever of what's going on, and the hurt you can feel inside of him because he's been questioning, was it bad? Is that something I did that made them do it? And they no longer love me. They just want me away and out of the picture. What did you guys think about this story? What do you think really happened in the family? And do you think they'll be able to patch these things up? Leave me in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.